Welcome to the channel and Medieval Kingdom Wars, and the reason we're starting on the main introduction screen rather than the England campaign screen is that on the 22nd of March 2018, if you're watching this in the future, update came out and they have now added an attack window. I'm just going to let the devs have their say. It says it's amazing to see that so many of you are enjoying Medieval Kingdom Wars, especially now that we have hundreds of players online at once. We want to take a moment to thank you all for all your support and encouragement. Your feedback, reviews and suggestions mean a world to us. In this week's update, we are introducing the long overdue attack window, which is sorely missed and really adds to the game. We also added a good way to capture these large, strong AI towns without 2-hour-long battles by using multiple attacks auto-resolve, as a garrison now takes damage. Same time, we've included several highly requested bug fixes and improvements. And this final part, guys, is pretty important. It's not part of the update, it's their future plans. And as I said when I started this Let's Play, that it could be disrupted by a major update, and I think that update's coming sooner rather than later. I'm just going to read it. Also, next week is a monumental step forward as we plan to increase the number of playable factions to 50. Instead of selecting a kingdom, a player will be able to choose to play as any of the lords on the map. Now that's going to be quite interesting, guys, and I certainly would like to explore that in the context of a Let's Play. So this could very possibly be the last part of this series, but in a way it's not the last part, and I want to emphasize that, guys, because what will happen is that I will start a new Let's Play. So what we're going to be having going forward now is a series of, how can you say, running forward Let's Plays that may try out different factions and different aspects of the game. Anyway, we're going to go straight into the Kingdom of England. So here are, guys, we're on the campaign map, and if you saw the previous two parts, I've been a little bit of a robber baron is probably the correct way to explain it, guys. And just to kind of show you here, if I go to the Chancellor, you see my standing has got quite low because I effectively have taken over Lewis here and, well, Lewis and Maidstone. So I've kind of expanded my, well, it's not my kingdom because I'm not the king in the sense, my lands, my duchy, whatever you want to call it. And in this part, I want to just check my army. I've got a pretty powerful army, because what I want to do is try out this attack screen. And the only way I can think to try it out is we're going to come over here and have a go at a means. It says it's a level 1 settlement. It's full of here, and it belongs to King Philip of France. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm just going to get our... Actually, we're going to need to come this way. Let's go. This will also demonstrate how armies cross the water now, that they automatically get into boats. They come up to this side, and Calais is a friend. You can see the dove above it. So what we're going to do is we're going to march on a means down to here. So we're just going to march down to speed it up a little bit, guys. I was going to be here. And wow, right, I'm just going to select attack town, and this is the new attack screen. So what it means is you can now see what you're actually going to do. Obviously we can fight this, or we could auto resolve it. I mean, it's a pretty weak garrison, but okay, let's just, they got lots and lots of low level there because it's mainly militia. So let's fight it, guys, just for the fun of it. I do need to practice my battles, guys. I'm still learning how to control the troops and get them moving, and so I think maybe just getting our troops into the battlefield and letting them have some fun, it'd be quite important. Okay, here we are on the battlefield, guys. The opposition is over here. I think what we're going to do is, well, don't get my surf. Billman.
Get to it, boys.
Get you guys advancing.
Billman on alert.
Oh, that's Billman. So these must be Macemen. These are Macemen. Of course, we're going to... Where's my archers? Okay, it's just
Billmen on alert.
got Millman. Okay, you keep
Billmen
moving forward.
into position.
Bowmen, stand ready.
Bowman, I think we'll make you group 1. Okay,
Look alert, boys.
Maceman could be group 2.
We await our orders.
Billman, you can be group 3. Okay, let's get you marching
Moving now,
forward. Maceman, you can come up behind.
Maces, move out.
Okay, is the opposition here. Okay,
Bowmen, stand ready.
Bowman, you get in
Bowmen,
closer
move
here.
it.
Billman,
To the front, men.
and they've obviously got. Okay,
Billmen into position.
Maceman, you just come up behind.
Those iron balls.
Iron balls. I mean, okay,
Strong pikes here, sir. Moving.
just gonna come straight at the
Front, men.
straight at the enemy.
Look alert, boys.
Maceman, you can go for that.
Notch your arrows.
Bowman,
men.
come, just keep coming in.
Billmen eager for action.
Come,
Pikes at them.
where's their? Oh, there they are. There's their forces. Okay, Billman,
Straight at them, lads.
Bowmen, stand ready.
Maceman,
Are under attack,
Awaiting your orders.
gleaming sword must out upon them. Iron balls coming at you.
okay,
Rain death on them.
rain death on them. Come on,
Bowmen, stand ready. Bowmen, stand ready.
Bowman in.
Release your arrows, lads. Release your arrows, lads. Let your fletching sing.
Okay,
On the work, my lord.
Billmen on alert.
okay,
Awaiting your orders.
Maceman, come through.
Boys. Swing 'em, boys.
Got here.
Bowmen, stand ready. Let your fletching sing.
Okay, Bowman, focus fire.
Rain death on them.
Billmen on alert.
Come,
Pikes at them.
that's me, Maceman.
Trouble brewing. Awaiting your orders.
Come on,
Balls coming at
Maceman, push through.
Your arrows, men.
Iron balls coming at you.
Okay,
Billmen on alert.
Notch your arrows.
our archers get close to there so we can capture the settlement. Be really, really nice if you could zoom in really close and close to the action, but that's the way it goes, guys. Right. Yeah, we've gained 4 wax and a book, an epic repository. The attackers have conquered the map. Okay. So that was a very quick demonstration of what was released in update 51. Obviously they're
Coals of vengeance now upon them.
okay. We're being attacked, are we? Okay. No, we're not.
Your careened Carrick standing ready.
Okay, let's get into our means. Obviously, we're going to need to do some work here, guys. Get our army up and running. Wow, get this settlement built up. I mean, it's going to be quite a difficult settlement to defend anyways, but I don't think that's going to be that much of a problem, guys. So,
Ready.
Bowman, where's my serfs? I think you're serfs, aren't you? Why won't it let me group them? Okay, cancel that. Got no serfs. Okay. To train a couple of serfs to get this underway.
We await our orders.
So we got. Okay, just going to build some serfs. Get our new settlement underway. Just going to speed up a bit, guys. I mean, obviously, because the game's paused. Now, I did get a comment from somebody. Apologies. I can't. Oops, we got a cart here. Okay, horse cart. Okay. Maybe you can come this way.
Born to work, my lord.
You guys get over here.
For the lord of the manor.
Yeah, and they asked about the pausing on the screen and whether you can game the game by actually just staying in the map so you don't get attacked and you can actually build things up. And technically, yes, that's something you can do, guys. You can actually do that. Let's get another one of these serfs up and running. Wait.
Don't flog me, please. Swing those axes.
But I'm sure that, and I think it's quite important, guys, that.
Born to work, my lord.
And it is something that will be balanced in the future. I'm sure of that, guys, because you've got to remember this game is in early access, and there's going to be quite a few issues and bits and pieces where the game actually needs, as I say, this issue of being able to hide in the settlement. But you also need to remember, guys, is that while you're in the settlement, you're not making cash, and you do need silver in order to actually, how can you say, develop your kingdom, get your troops forward. So we'll get a barn underway as well. There's no harm in building a barn. And can we get, I mean, the starting position is pretty standard, guys. You just barn, iron camp, and we could probably get a stone camp, but I don't think we've got enough. We need a bit more wood yet, so just get this underway. And I say our garrison consists of a couple of bowmen. This is going to be great, guys. Just get a stone camp up underway, and of course we can start upgrading this. Upgrade building. Okay. Just get these buildings built, and then I'm just going to cut back to the top level again, guys. In fact, I'm going to probably do an experiment just to see if how aggressive the AI actually is. So I think we've got this here. I think we can just drop in upgrade the building. So we've done the upgrade. Just going to go back to the world map. So of course we've now got, where am I? Cologne. Why have I wandered down here? Okay, let me just find where I am, guys. Wow, be easier just to click there. You can see we're right next door to Paris here, which is slightly a bit of a concern, guys. But as I say, just look at this army. I lost a bit here, so really what I need to do is just pull this army back. I'm just going to pull my and I think we're just going to dive into Dover, and we're going to get the army back first. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see how long it would take the AI to respond to the fact that I've got this settlement here. Then it's got poorly defended, so I'm just going to speed this up, guys. I'm sure it's going to take a little while. And you can see the army is now crossing the water. But of course, we need to rebuild this army. And here comes the Brits again. What are we going to go attack now? Where are you off to? That's it. You go rough up the French. Sorry, I shouldn't be like that.
Have armed themselves, my lord, and march hither.
Okay. That's interesting, Scribe.
Felicitations, my lord.
I'm going to fall into the Kingdom of England and Ipswich, Salzburg. Okay. Marshal.
God save the mark.
Okay. So it looks a bit like, if I just come in here, guys, what's going to happen is that, where's this guy go? There's an army from Bologna. Where are you off to? Okay, let's see where you're going. I think you're still waging war there. Okay. Right. Let's just nip into Dover. Actually, let's just collect some taxes actually before we do it. Get a bit of cash, guys. And of course, the other thing I also want to check, sorry about this, guys, is if we look at our Chancellor, you can see we've now improved our standings a tiny amount. And here comes the opposition. They're just going to come in and... Okay. We're actually... I'm just going to auto-resolve that. Okay. Sedan, the Kingdom of France has fallen to the Holy Roman Empire from Munich. Okay. Right, let's just... transfer units from Dover. Okay. Let's just get in here. And one thing I did do off camera, guys, just to show you, is in Lewis, I've actually built a archery ground here in order to be able to, rather than recruit all my troops from here, I've actually done it. So okay, guys, let's go. Let's go back to our means.
To the four corners of the earth, if you so desire it.
We're not going to let the Holy Roman Empire just come in here and attack. We're going to kind of take it back. Okay, good. Attack down. I think we'll just auto-resolve it this time, guys. Right.
Victory. Nothing can seem foul.
Trim and tight to the midships, my lord.
We've lost some serfs here, so... Okay, guys. What we're going to do is enter the city, because we want to see whether the AI has actually upgraded it and see if anything's changed. Okay. Trouble is, I don't want to leave my one and only army stuck out in the middle of nowhere, because that's bad tactics, guys. Okay, I've got a single serf here.
Get hammering, lads.
Okay, I think we'll just train a couple of serfs here. No, I don't think they've actually added anything to it, and we don't actually have a horse and cart anymore. Okay. Okay.
Born to work, my lord.
And I think while we're looking at it, guys, just train some chickens, just so we can get the food up and running a little bit better here.
Born to work, my lord.
Okay, I think we're just going to flip out again, guys. And I think this is the balance that you need to manage when you're fighting a war. I mean, you really need to prepare for a war. I mean, I jumped into that war probably a little bit quicker than I should have done. I think what we're going to do is nick a couple of serfs from this area here, and nick some chickens as well. And because again, another way you can use your armies is to actually move units between cities. So what we're going to do is move this army back to here, and in fact, while it's doing, we're just going to enter the city. Actually, yeah, we're just going to enter the city because I want to recruit some troops to replace the ones that have been damaged. So what we're going to do here, and we haven't visited Dover, well, since the last part. Right, so here we are, our troops there. Okay, let's just get up to here. I mean, we could actually, how much resources have we got here? 1200. Let's start upgrading our inner walls. Something which I didn't do in the last part. We got everything here, that's okay. Right, just spin round. I think what I want here is get
Resources are too low for
okay.
that, my lord.
Wow, I'm out low on food. Okay, that was a. Why am I so low on food? Okay, I can't recruit. Okay, right. So you can see the wall is improving round here. Anyway, let's just get back to here. And this actually, that being low on food is a good example of how you can use a cluster of settlements to actually, how can you say, improve the situation. So if I go to Lewis here and we enter the city here, got a little bit of cash actually, and we'll have a look at research in a minute. Upgrade city. Colombo, Portugal's fallen. Okay, enter the city. Right, so here we are, guys. We got a little bit of a stockade running here around the top of the city, and I've got to find. I built an archery ground in here somewhere. There it is, and it's level 5. So what we're going to do is we got plenty of food. So this is what I was saying. Is
Thou must gather more resources
no,
first.
don't have enough wood. Okay, and I think this is the problem, guys. Is that as your empire grows, and I think this is an issue that they may have to be addressed in the future. That if you imagine that you built your empire and you had 10, 15, 20 settlements, and if you've got to keep coming in here to gain resources, I think it would become quite tedious. So I think they're probably going to have to do some kind of mechanic so that if it's not just that these resources, maybe they don't accrue as fast as they would if you're in the settlement, but I think these resources should accrue slowly when you're actually out on the main map, so that you don't have to. Otherwise, you're going to spend a very, very long periods of time in here micromanaging all the various settlements in order to build them up. Although, strictly speaking, you don't really need the large amounts here. So, what we got here? Yeah, you've got now. You've got a bit more wood now, so we'll just build a couple more of these guys. Just let them build up first, and then we'll go back on the top level and bring our army back and see how it goes, guys. So I'll see you in a minute once all these archers have been built. Right, guys, I've built enough, I think, to be going on with. I'll just build one more, and then I mean, it's building up our food and supplies as well, so that's good. And again, I think this is where you're going to need to get your settlements working together to actually support your growing duchy, kingdom, whatever you want to call it, guys. Okay, that's it. Let's just go back to the world map. Right, so our army's just marching back to here. Kingdom of Portugal has fallen. Okay, right, just going to transfer units from Lewis, and I think you can go back. You can come in. So we got, actually, you can go back. So you can go there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll put some better archers in. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably could do with, let's just move those guys out. Sorry guys, my OCD's kicking in a little bit. It'd be really, really good if there was some way you could reorganize this like that. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll put that guy there. I think that he can go there. He's one of our elite troops. So what we need is one more maceman to bring this army back up to strength. We don't really need the chickens, so bring those chickens into there. Actually, no. I think we'll leave the chickens there. Maidstone, how are you going? You've got a couple of pigs, a couple of chickens, and some sheep. Okay. Dover, you've got chickens and a couple of cows. Okay. The garrison's a little bit weak, but we're okay. Right, just going to dive into Dover, see if we can get the resources to recruit another maceman. And then we're going to have a quick look at research and one or two other things, small minor points, and then that will be it for this part, guys. Okay. We do really need to improve this food. I'm not sure. I think we got quite a lot of wood coming in. I think what we're going to do is we're going to change one of you to task to livestock, I think. up here. Let's get up to here. And maceman 122. Yeah, we can just grab a maceman. And yeah, level 4. I think we can just upgrade that building. We got lots of other resources. The one area where we're not really gaining food very quickly is, well, one area we're not gaining is food very quickly. I got loads and loads of wood. Certainly need, I probably could do with a second barn or something. Haven't really experimented on whether we need the extra barn to accelerate the process.
Awaiting your
Right,
orders.
the guy's just going to flip out.
Your current Carrick standing
Right.
ready.
Transfer units. Bombed over. Just going to drop that maceman in there. Now, a couple of things I want to talk about before we actually go. So this is, we actually got taxes for 823. Okay. Wow. We're certainly gaining the taxes pretty quick. This is pretty cool, guys. 21 from what means. So we've got a bit of taxes now. See where it says here we can create an army. And you can see how expensive this is. This would cost us 1,500, and you don't get much inside those armies. But before what I will do actually, because this series is probably liable to break, I'll demonstrate that in a minute, guys. But first, what I want to do is show you the research. We've got a few things to research now. Now, I've actually been going through this, and it's quite interesting. I've got to try and find it, guys, because I don't know if there's hints of a future development. I'm sorry, I've got to look through this and try and find it. And again, one of the problems with the research is I still have a few problems with the fact that this is +5 for basic research. I still think this should be like plus ×2 or ×1 for the simple ones, and then it should go up. I mean, this is about right, or could be a bit higher there. But I still feel that some of these lower techs are still a little bit over the top, to be honest. I mean, I could unlock common military, which then comes along here. But you can see it takes a little while to get to the crossbowman, so we've got to go through that lot. But what I'm looking for, I've got to find it, guys. In fact, I'll look through it, and then I'll come back once I actually found what I'm looking for, guys. Here we are, guys. It's in this trade route up here. And it says up here, it says crop rotations fields start with additional food. And irrigation improves field growth rate and gather rate from fields. Well, I haven't actually found a field unless it's an automatic process related to the fact that some of these settlements actually have windmills in them, or whether that's a future mechanic. I'm not too sure how that actually works, guys. Anyway, we've got a little bit of research to do. And what I want to do is kind of aim for unlocking the, well, I'm going to find it, guys. We've got this unlocked, so we've got cattle. We don't want to go this bit further because this actually unlocks the market. Another good one that actually can be useful to unlock, if I can find it, guys, is, where is it? It's military, parish resources. I mean, that unlocks the town centre. Right, guys, I found it. Right, this is what I was saying, military, and what you can aim for here is allows you disease, limiting contact among disease allows hospitals to be built. So what you can do is, this is a quick path to go down to try and get access to the military here. But what we are going to do is, I'm just going to flip back to, where was it, here. And what we're going to do, guys, is we're just going to click this, and we're going to unlock, cannot afford. Why cannot we not afford it? Okay, because we haven't got 7 of these. Got 6 of these, and I can't. There's no way I can buy 5 of those. Okay. And that would take all my money if I bought 5 of those. Anyway, and I don't want to do that. So that's the path I would go. Try and unlock that market or the hospitals. Anyway, guys. Right, guys, what we're going to do now is just, we're going to create an army just to demonstrate the process, what you actually get. Create an army. And you can see here, for that 1,500, all you get is the basic units in here. You don't get anything else. You've got to recruit the troops. On the positive side, you actually do make money.
Trim in tight to the midships, my lad.
And of course, what we would do then is bring this army down
Hoist the square rigging.
to here. But you can see how expensive raising an army is. But of course, armies can make money. So in some ways, having this army here with no troops in is quite useful. It can actually stand and defend. And what we can do now is just come down here to our means, our tiny little settlement here. I don't think we got the cash to... Yeah, we can upgrade this settlement. That actually gives us... You see the extra building slots just appeared. And it means we can now start... If we were going to take this campaign forward, we would then start to build this area up. But we'd also keep this army close by. And of course, this would be a fortified city. So because obviously we're going to expand into France against the opposition here. Right, guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it for this part and for this series, depending on when the next update comes out. If the update is delayed, I will make another part in this series, but obviously what they're talking about, the changes, restructuring the factions, means that those updates will not be save game compatible. So it's absolutely pointless me carrying on with this series. I'd rather get back, start a new series. We probably won't play England. We'll probably choose another faction just to ring the changes a little bit, just so that you guys can see the new mechanics coming into place, because this is the way I intend to go forward now, is in some ways, like I've done in this part, is start weaving in the updates into the actual, how can you say, the fabric of Let's Play. So this guy's off. You've got to be kidding me. You think you're going to attack Paris? I've got to see this, guys. Sorry. I'm just going to speed it up a bit, actually. So you're actually attacking Paris and you died. Well, that goes without saying, because Paris is one of the biggest settlements here. Look, you can see here, he's got an army of 173. He's got knights, he's got billmen and swordsmen. I mean, I think the AI has been a little bit thick there, guys. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, no matter what it is, enjoy your gaming.